and we have talked a little bit. It's the food. The food. Finally, we have reached that topic. So what can you tell us about the dishes of Sri Lanka and prepare people, because we will see some yummy images.
Okay, there's one liquor which is very famous in Sri Lanka. It's called arak. It's made from the palm tree. It's a kind of rum. They drink it there a lot. I don't alcohol, so I cannot tell you how it tastes or whatever, but like tequila is famous in Mexico, which comes from the agave or the cactus, right? Yeah. So the arak comes from the palm tree. So, but that's not the food. Okay, there is something called hopper. It's made of rice flour. It's round, very thin. It's like a pancake. And you use coconut oil, and you can eat it with curry and onion sambal or chili sambal. It's so yummy, and you can also put an egg inside and eat it with the egg. It's an egg hopper then. We have string hoppers. Oh my God, this is like my most favorite. I will never ever forget when I had my first one. It's also made of rice flour. Actually, the Sri Lankan food is amazing for vegan people. It's so tasty, it's so yummy. You have different kind of things, and it's almost vegan, but they eat a lot of meat as well, so don't worry. So you take the string hopper, which is made a kind of rice paste, like when you make noodles, but then you have this squishing thing, and then you have tiny, fine little noodles, and you make it very flat, and then you steam it and you eat it. You eat it then with curry, with dal curry. Dal is like lentils. Oh my God.
That sounds so good. I mean, I am a fan of noodles, and this sounds so good.
Yeah. So, okay, we have Sri Lankan curry, which already every curry tastes always very different and so yummy. We have jackfruit curry. We have so many different dishes, umbrella, then the string hopper, the egg hopper, the hopper. Then we have something like upma. I don't know how to say it because I don't speak Sinhalese. But it's also made of rice flour, and they mix it and stuff, and then they put it in a pipe, and they steam it, and then you have this, I don't even know how to say, this steamed kind of flour thing. It's round, and then you can smash it and eat it with coconut milk and honey. And now a very famous traditional dish is on Christmas and New Year to eat kiribat. Kiribat is like milk rice, which you eat with onion sambal or chili sambal, or like with a sambal. And it's the most famous one which you eat on very traditional events. And then they have kind of sweet dishes, but they're very, very sweet. They're very famous. They love it. And then of course, they have their black tea with a lot of sugar. So you always have black tea. Yeah, I think those are like really famous dishes.
So I mean, I am really hungry right now, and I really want, yeah, I really want to edit this video because I want to research these dishes and see the images,
Yes.
And some dishes, like you described it, are kind of similar. Like one of dishes that I have researched of other countries, and one from Mexico. I think that one looks a lot like a dessert. I don't know if you have tried when you were here.
Yes, that gulup, that ball thing with the sugary thing, but I have to say the Mexican one tastes much better, but it's actually an Indian dish. It's not a Sri Lankan dish. The Hindu people do it. The Mexican food is very similar to the Indian food, but the Indian food and the Sri Lankan food is different.
Okay, well, for other people or the people that are really listening here, like I said, I will put the images after editing this. So if you are hearing this in Spotify, come to see this to YouTube, because I am pretty sure that you will love these dishes.